no joke. I probably listened to that like 40 times, just back to back to back.
Welcome to the Garage Podcast, humanity's last podcast. I'm your host, John Quackenbush, and with me today, my brother, Ryan Quackenbush.
Hi.
And voted in the 100th percentile of greatest additions to marriage, addition to the family, Kristian.
Oh, that was good. That was the best one. Thank you. Why am I clapping for myself? Thank you.
Love it.
Yeah, boy. He knows me.
We really hit our stride towards the end of that last podcast with you guys. I say thanks for coming back.
Glad you changed your shirt.
I'm glad you changed your shirt. Where did you find that ensemble?
Actually, this shirt I got from Sean Quinn's wedding.
Yeah, is that yogurt stain?
Paint.
I hope so.
Yeah,
It was the greatest wedding venue ever.
it was at a museum.
They had it at a natural history museum, and they had the ceremony in the planetarium.
It was awesome.
So they had they did the vows and the ceremony in the planetarium, and then they had a showing. So they did like a 20-minute planetarium show, and then they went to the actual okay, here's the reception in the Natural History Museum after hours, and they closed down the whole museum, but they let all the wedding party go through the whole thing.
So we were
And it was open
drunk,
bar.
walking through the museum, and my favorite part of it was the hurricane simulator. Where
John and I hammered Hurricane Simulator in the museum after hours. They left the gift shop open. And so Janae was pregnant. Janae was like 6 months pregnant at this wedding. So she was just like sitting at the table. She didn't do and I came back with bags full of crap, like astronaut ice cream and like four.
Lots of 10.
Yeah, and this wasn't even an adult T-shirt. It was the largest kid size they had. So it was like,
Good kids.
Take it no matter what.
Great. It was every kid's dream is to be like, I want this whole museum to myself.
And you know what? Kudos
That's so cool.
because I bet you that was Sean's idea, 100%. And what a freaking knocked it out of the park. Just brilliant,
So good.
brilliant. I don't know that Tara would have gone for that. I would have been 100% on board with getting married in a museum like that.
Having the ceremony.
What
in a
was the
planetarium,
museum?
bro. Rochester.
You had a great wedding, though, John.
I did. It was at old. It was a barn. It was very romantic, gardens, and it was nice. It was like a river runs through it. Everybody kind of had like traditional. And what a shit fest that was when people started playing music and we were all dancing. I've never seen everybody in my entire family was dancing. That just doesn't happen.
Awesome.
That was a messy wedding.
Messy.
Well, that's how your band started. They opened up saying, "You've never heard of us before, but we're going to make you dance."
Yep.
And dance we did.
So shout out to Sergeant Dunbar and the Hobo Band. Love those guys. You might if you ever opened a Metroland in the Capital District, you probably would have seen them. They're fantastic.
It's a great name too.
Yeah, fantastic name. And now EJ Krantz and his wife Jen, The Parlor, another fantastic local band, my favorite. They played as well. Fantastic. So, I don't know. Where do you guys want to start? You guys anything on your mind? You want to
Start at the end.
No, we forgot to do the shtick last time.
Oh, hey! Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Button here.
Hit that little likey do.
Does
on
Pascal
back.
do animation?
I don't know.
Well, if we
Yes, he does.
can
Haven't
ask
you
him.
watched any of the videos?
When can he not do his
Like and
there you go.
subscribe. And here's his little parrot icon, whatever
It's a
that thing
chibi.
is. Little
Chibi.
What's it? Yeah.
Little chibi
It's
icon.
the little Pascal that pops
legit.
up on the
I do like
screen.
that one.
Ryan, what makes you roll your eyes every time you hear it?
To your voice. Dude.
That was quick.
Jesus. I don't even.
Did you
wow.
not think he was going to say that?
That was like violent.
Yeah. What makes me roll my eyes?
Yeah. Besides me.
Anybody who thinks that George R.R. Martin is going to be finishing his series.
Big eye roll.
That one's a pretty big eye roll.
Never happened.
Yes.
You know what's makes me sad about that is he's not gonna, what was the wheel times? I know it's Jordan. What was?
Well, it was Robert Jordan, and then Brandon Sanderson finished the series.
But he knew that he wasn't going to be able to finish, and he provided the outline and the blessing.
And large parts of the last book. Large parts of the last book, published book, is from him. The epilogue.
Why? Because he knew ahead of time how it was going to end, so he wrote a bunch of it?
He wrote the epilogue.
Oh, did you cry?
I mean, it's going back to your question from the last podcast, where what makes it, yes, that the ending of that book, the last 2 sentences, it's perfect. It's perfect.
That almost makes me want to read it just to have that.
It is. It's there. It's perfect. Yeah. That one hits.
Wow. Kristian, what makes you roll your eyes every time you hear it?
Anybody who talks about the fucking Wheel of Time, first of all,
Look,
we get it. You like your books.
I like Phantom Menace.
Supernovas and such.
I like Jar Jar Binks. What? So what? I think he's funny.
He's the worst. I hate when like you ask. I'm trying to think of something that's gonna be like generic enough. Yeah, so trying to be safe. I would say
Don't rock any boats.
Where are you going with this? Man?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say nothing makes me roll my eyes. I would say when I'm looking for something, and I ask somebody like, "Hey, do you know where the keys are?"
It's always the last place you look.
Yeah, and I say everywhere I've looked, and then they're like, "Did you look where the key holder thing is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I looked there. I already said I looked there." So it's like that makes me roll my eyes.
Active listening when somebody's not active listening to you. You're saying, I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
So
what makes you roll your eyes there, John? Thinking.
That is so good.
I wrote something kind of like Bobby McFerrin.
On lunch at work.
At lunch.
In his car.
I didn't do it in my car, but I don't know.
Let me have that vision. Let me just. Oh, you did it at your desk?
Well, that's where my microphone was.
Oh, that makes it even weirder.
It was all one take. Each part I did.
Boom.
Yep.
Did no one hear you? They're like, "What's?"
Everyone
I was home alone, bro.
you were
you
at
were here.
home?
Oh, that was in the office.
All right.
You in your
worse?
cubicle.
For
For
You're
the
like,
sake of the story, he
I was in the
at
bathroom
work.
at work because of the reverb.
The whole time I'm there, I'm thinking like,
And
he's literally at the office, out in his like eating a banana. Woo woo. Just that
That's so
mental
good.
image. I listened to it 45 times. That's not an exaggeration. Back to back to back. And Janae was upstairs. She, what is that?
You had a blast in on your high five. Well, it was probably the greatest musical thing I've ever done, to be fair.
It brings me joy.
So, I don't know. What makes me roll my eyes? Probably when somebody says something like, "It is what it is." Or, "Friends is the best and funniest TV show of all time." Friends is so funny. Probably makes me roll my eyes.
I'm trying to think.
I know there's everybody rolls their eyes. Comment below what makes you roll your eyes. And while you're doing it, like and subscribe.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yep.
He's paying attention.
Thank you. So,
I'm
going to bring it back to the Phantom Menace one second. Because we
yes.
brought up Jar Jar Binks. And there was a brief window
Duel of Fates is amazing.
when the sequels were coming out. And you're trying to figure out who the big bad was. One of my favorite theories was Darth Jar or Darth Binks. And I was like,
Darth Jar.
Exactly. I thought that would have been a funny way because he would have been like the big bad the
mastermind?
whole time.
The mastermind pulling the
then-
strings.
Nope, just a pointless side character.
They did.
Impressive Gisa. Most impressive Gisa.
They did like a what if Legos, and Sith Jar Jar is the main villain.
Really?
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's really fun. It's
Okay,
like
so at least that exists somewhere. Then.
It's I highly recommend it. It's super funny, super funny. And I think it has to do with like timelines and like without spoiling it, like everyone that was good is bad. So Rey was a Sith.
Yeah.
Kylo was still a Sith, but he was like even more emo than he was in the movies. And then Sith Jar Jar was like the one in charge of like everything. It was super funny.
Dude, we went and saw that movie together, and when
Episode 1?
well, yeah, but
I think I know exactly what he's going to say, but
when he oh god, who's the dude that played Han Solo's son? What the hell is his?
Adam
Adam
Driver.
Driver.
When he took the fucking mask off, it was silent in that theater, and I started laughing so fucking hard because I'd never seen his face before. And we took it off. He's just like, I was like,
I thought he was going to say when he had like the shirtless scene where like Ray was like
fresh out of the shower.
telepathy, and he was like sitting there with like got his shirt off, and his pants were like way up here. Yeah, there are some interesting choices over there.
There's another time John and I went and saw. You remember the Yoda lightsaber scene?
This was
Yes.
We went and saw. It was
Attack of the Clones?
Yes, me and John and like probably a mid to late 30s dude and his wife, and it was just us in the theater. And when the Yoda lightsaber scene comes on, the guy it had been silent, and all of a sudden he just goes, "Yeah, check that out, check that out." And he starts like crying, like laughing so hard. And then he's just like, "Yeah, Yoda, Yoda." It was
that is no exaggeration. None
top
at
of
all.
his lungs. Dead silent theater. And John just goes like this. Looks at me like, and it's not like he's far away. He's like from me to Brendan away. He's like across the aisle.
We can hear him chewing his popcorn all night.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I think there were a couple more people in the theater. What
Those
I
are the-
remember, but
those
he
four I
definitely
remember.
stood out. That's he. I mean,
Yeah! Yes, he stood out.
He's a
can we
fan.
sample that?
Check that out! Because he said it once real fast and then punctuated it.
gotta sample.
He's making Brendan work.
Check that out! Check that out!
Did he say, check that out?
Check that out! Oh.
Owen's awake now.
I haven't thought about that in years. And then there's also I still haven't seen all of episode 1. I still have not. I haven't watched it. I watched halfway and I turned it off because I can't do
What
it.
makes you cry?
Oh, man.
Oh, it's just. And then there's what makes me cry. But then there's like when we watched. We're gonna do a taste test here in a minute. We went to like and subscribe. We went and saw what is it? What's the one where they do the Death Star or they get the plans to destroy the Death Star? What was that?
Rogue One?
What was that Star
Rogue
Wars?
One.
Rogue One. I watched that whole thing. I'm like, okay, this is a decent movie. But the thing that killed me was when they march, like it's like the guy and the girl, and they're walking aggressively to go do something, and it's to the rhythm of whatever the music is. So like, and it's just like they're like walking in cadence, and I started laughing at that because this is stupid. This is so stupid.
It's absurd.
We got the plans. Like it's like okay, all right. Anyway,
Disgrace, man. You're killing it right now.
Ryan takes umbrage.
Ryan takes umbrage.
Like and subscribe.
Like when I saw episode 1 with like my best friend, and my best friend Ivan. Wow.
That's such a dick move. Oh, he doesn't have.
Hey guys. I roll.
Check that out.
Jesus Christ.
Watch it, Brendan will laugh over here. You laugh harder.
So you went and saw episode
I don't
1.
care anymore.
I'm done. Fuck this guy.
Fuck off.
I like Jar Jar.
Oh my God.
My best friend and I were in Rosarito, Mexico, and we were driving home, and we were super hungover from like a wedding we went to.
How old were you?
I don't remember. Old enough to drink in Mexico, so 18, at least older than 18. Whenever it came out, and so we went to go watch it hungover, and I remember just like during the pod racing, I was like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna puke. I was like, holy shit, because I was so hungover.
I haven't heard a word he said.
He's talking about seeing pod racing.
Oh,
hungover.
I'm sorry,
Christian. Were you sick? Were you like nauseous? Like was it?
I was super hungover, and so it's all first person. It's like,
yeah.
and I'm like, I'm starting to get. I don't get motion sickness, but then I was starting to, because it was all just one first person shot of the pod racing and going through all the mountains. I was like, I think I'm gonna throw up.
That was entertaining. I will say, of the few things from episode 1 that I did enjoy, I think I enjoyed the pod race.
I did not enjoy that kid and any of his dialogue though.
I feel bad for that kid. He's really got a lot of shit.
He did.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah.
I take it back. He was great in his parts, and I wish he did more.
I think the hardest part for me, like watching episode 1, is that he's so small, and then knowing that they hook up.
Right.
Like, later, I'm like,
yeah.
yo, that's a big like.
You say a week later?
No.
Oh.
In the next episode, like he's already somewhat grown, but I'm like, you're doing the math in your head. It's not mathing right.
No, it's not mathing right.
I don't like sand.
Pretty much.
Saying.
It's sandy.
So that's the only part I don't like. But
Can't build a castle in it.
It's everywhere.
Natalie Portman. I like sand. Yeah, I like sand too. I like
Sand is
Sand's-
fucking
it's
great.
the greatest. It's the greatest. We should hang out.
Check
more.
that out.
We should check it. I wonder what that guy's doing now. I hope he's well.
oh, he's
I hope
not-
he's continuing to go to movie theaters and reacting
just
like
yeah,
that.
just any movie, any random movie.
What was that, Antonio Banderas when he was Zorro?
I'm so yeah.
Check it out.
Oh no!
I thought you meant Puss in Boots for like 2 seconds, and I was like,
Some boots. Oh,
it's Antonio Banderas' voice, isn't it? I'm
might
pretty
be.
sure it is.
Toy Story 4.
Confirmed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Google that.
So now that we are getting up there in age,
Oh man.
it happens.
It
What
is-
is your
it is what
guys
it
like?
is.
What was the last time you had your back in my day type thing? Like,
Oh man, I thought he was going to ask when's the last time you got your prostate checked. I was
Yeah.
like, where are you going with this?
I just had a you know.
We all know. We all know, John.
They
we
don't.
we saw the pictures of the aftermath of your face.
Oh, okay. Yeah. my face.
We were all there.
I got nervous. Like, what
We
pictures
were
did I
there,
send?
dude. We understand. We get it.
So, what was your
so-
last back in my day moment? Or similar, like, you know.
Well, yeah, the last podcast when we were talking about Zelda, and Brendan over here, Mr. Snarky Snark in the background, I had to be like, we know you didn't play Nintendo. We know you didn't play the original Nintendo.
You did not get to experience the Nintendo Entertainment System?
Of course I did. We did Super Nintendo.
See?
Yep.
Not the same thing.
Not even
fancy.
close.
Not
We
the
didn't
same thing.
SNES, but I think we had Zelda as well.
But did you play it?
Link to the Past.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I didn't.
Fantastic game.
It's a great game.
Oh, we
it's
did
a bad
Link's
rap.
Awakening as well. That was Game Boy. That game I thought.
I had a
slapped.
hard time with Game Boy.
Link's Awakening I really liked.
See, I like it. I like Game Boy way better on emulators. Significantly better on emulators.
I don't think I've ever played any Game Boy game on an emulator.
It's easier because you can see it. Like, because the Game Boys aren't lit.
Mine
Please, God, cut that part out.
mine is always like about gas, like how much gas cost. So like
Wait, what? What's this question?
the
Back in the day.
I'm bringing
Back
it
in the
back.
day.
Bringing it back.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's usually about gas. Like, I think I was talking to Nicole. So gas prices in New York are significantly lower than gas prices in California. And so whenever someone's like, gas is so expensive, I'm like, it's not $7. So that's nice.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, like gas was $1 a gallon. And so we could easily just go to the beach, and it was easier to go and do things, where now it's like, if you go with your friends, everyone pitches in like $5. You're like, you're set. You're
set.
food and gas, and you're good to go.
The first tank of gas, it was 87 cents when I pumped it.
I remember
remember
83
it.
cents was the lowest I remember seeing.
That's so nice.
Back in my day.
Back in my day.
Yeah. I think mine would probably have to be like just the way we listen to music. So it would be like cassette tapes, you know, probably my favorite back in the day. I just like the sound of cassette tapes.
Trying to record on the
Yes,
radio
with the
station
tape.
when your song started.
Oh,
And you always get to the end before, like, so if you hear a song,
The outro's never there.
or yeah, it's like where it gets cut off, and like you listen to it now, it's like you're picturing your brain like riding around in your first car, and then the song would cut off there.
Hey, this is Marvelous Mar about 102.3 The Edge.
The Mighty Men.
Here to.
That's 1 hour Metallica songs every Friday night at 9 or something. I remember.
Oh, that's right.
Mighty
Mandatory Metallica. That's right.
it was Tuesdays, not Monday.
Friday. I'm pretty sure it's
Friday.
Fridays.
It might have been. No, it might have been
Should've been
Saturday.
Monday.
So
Might have been
Monday-
Saturdays.
Monday night
Comment
Metallica.
below.
midnight to 2 a.m. Something like that,
Yeah,
right?
I would record it, and then it would always get cut off because you couldn't have access to like the B-sides or like this stuff like that. That they would.
The only station in the world you can listen to Fade to Black into Give me fuel, give me fire! It's like, "Ah, Zaya." Hooah! What are your thoughts, Metallica Man, on the Load Reload records? Now that you're,
I think there are a few songs which are really good.
2x4?
I like 2x4.
2x4 is a great song.
I like Carpe Diem Baby, Outlaw Torn, Prince Charming. There's some good songs on there. But then there's some shit that I don't ever really want to hear again, that I fast forward every time it comes up. So there are some albums that they had that are just like
Unforgiven
bangers.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6?
Master Puppets, I can listen to it beginning to end. I don't skip any song. Load comes on, I probably skip 3, 4 songs, 5 songs.
Did you guys listen to Metallica at all growing up? No? A little bit?
No, Christian, well, what would be like the hip hop equivalent for you, Christian, where it's like, some of their early work, you're listening to it because it's just like banger after banger. And then like they had a couple albums maybe where it's like, there's some good songs.
They cut their hair and they started wearing T-shirts.
Wear eyeliner, maybe get a nipple piercing.
Nipple tat, just tattoo a nipple on your nipple.
Just tattoo, yeah, right. I want a third nipple, center of my
nips
chest.
and nips.
My freshman.
Damn, that's so hard.
I'm having a heart attack from laughing so hard, like in my chest.
Check that out.
I think when you listen to something when you're a teenager and then you start to get older, I think that's when you as soon as you start to get older and you get different perspectives and things are more like different things are important to you.
Sure.
I think that's when it starts to like change. So like for me, I love the Roots. The Roots are always gonna be one of my favorite bands forever. Like Things Fall Apart is one of my favorite albums. Mm-hmm. But even like stuff that like maybe came out in the last like couple of years, I'm just like I don't feel it as much. I like it and I'll listen to it, but it doesn't hit the same.
You listen to it because you respect those guys as artists and you want to.
I've seen them like so more than 10 times.
Yeah.
Is it partially because you the life that you were living at this point, like you don't have the time to digest it as much or as in depth,
or
at all?
Maybe they hit a stature where maybe they're not as connected to like.
Once they got on Jimmy Fallon, I was like, oh no, yeah. I'm just kidding. I love them on Jimmy Fallon. It's great. I just I understand that as like an artist, you have to change you want to grow as an artist and change your sound.
Sure.
But I think for me, there's just always things that are going to be classic. I would say, but I feel like every group or band has that one album that's like I'm going to experiment, and you're like, God, this was
really bad,
horrible.
And then what's funny is they do that and they try to go back to their formula that had been working before, and it just doesn't click. It's not the same.
Yeah, I mean.
So sometimes I wonder if it's these bands or these musical acts it's like lightning in a bottle, where like everything, they were the right place, right time, right producer, they had the right attitude, they wrote the songs, and it came out and that's what we miss. And then that passes. Mm-hmm. Everybody grows, everybody changes, and you can never go back to that, unfortunately. Check that shit out.
Check that out.
It's funny because you said
eat shit.
So when you were talking, I like zoned out for 2 seconds because I was thinking about like where you are.
Used to that.
where you are.
Hello.
Like where you are in like your like. So it's funny because I know Dan loves like Dave Matthews.
Yes, he does.
And so does Mark, I'm sure. I personally
Trippin' Billy.
I personally don't like Dave Matthews, not because I don't think they're talented.
He wakes up in the morning.
But the reason that I don't like Dave Matthews is I had an ex-girlfriend in college.
Oh, that'll do it.
Who loved Dave Matthews.
Oh.
And one time
she liked to fight to Dave Matthews.
Mixed signals. I don't understand. It's peaceful, but not peaceful.
You say she likes to what?
Fight.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. FIGHT.
Spell it out. Check that out.
Anyway, I'm really spell it right.
Nope.
Boop, boop. So she loved Dave Matthews.
And I just had
all over the place.
And twice. In and there and
all over the
with
walls.
the
Salad.
Oh,
it's never again.
never. Life lesson. Moral of the story. Anyway,
This might be.
wakes up in the morning.
I think this might be the best episode that we've ever done.
finally, like, she's like, how do you have 3 people with ADD?
They're all
on a
just
podcast?
giggling. They're just a bunch of guys up there
I-
giggling around.
The giggle guys. So the reason I don't like Dave Matthews
Giggle guys.
is because she took me. The Roots were playing with Dave Matthews, and then she was like,
What a
"I'm
letdown after. Like,
She-
who opened?
the Roots." So I got,
Come
In
on.
excess.
so I was like, okay, cool. And then, but coincidentally, like, luckily, I started not feeling good, and so then she's like, "Oh, well, we can go, I guess." And I was like, "Cool," because I didn't want to listen to Dave Matthews. Anyway, fast forward. The reason it's because music brings up certain parts of your life and certain memories.
Absolutely.
When me and this girl broke up, she was like, "I hope you get STDs and die." And I know. And it was like the night, like, 2000s, like, HIV was still a big thing. And I was like, good Lord, that is the meanest thing anyone's ever
So
said
she
to me.
wanted that to be what takes you out.
Yeah, exactly.
She wakes up in.
Exactly.
Unreal.
Yeah, so that's all.
Wondering what the other is thinking. I hope
right.
he fucking dies of AIDS. That's terrible.
That's exactly what it was. I wasn't going to say what the STD was, but that's good.
Take these chances. Break up with me. I'll fucking kill you.
It did not go well. Coincidence.
He wakes up in like the middle of the night. She's like hovering over the top of him.
Reek. Reek, reek, reek. Sorry.
Was that Psycho? Were you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So anyway, so that's why I don't like Dave Matthews. It brings me
I mean,
back
we
to
could
that.
spend an entire podcast on why we don't like Dave Matthews.
I don't mind Dave Matthews.
Okay, let's not do it then.
All right.
Sorry, Dan. We were just messing with you. I mean,
It's nothing against you, Dan.
I really don't like Dave Matthews like at all.
What's your reasoning? Did you almost get killed by somebody?
Just like some people have like.
Syphilis.
I don't even want to say this because I know
Get the clap.
what he will say immediately. I mean,
can't
uttering
get it
these
out,
words. But it's like, how some people's voices just rub you the wrong way?
No.
It's yeah.
Oh, that's a good. Okay, so singers that rub your voice the wrong way. Top of my list.
Singers whose voices rub me the wrong way.
Yeah. What's top of your list? Is Dave Matthews top of your list?
Oh, Axl Rose top of my list.
Billy Corgan top of my list.
Tom Morello.
Oh, 1, 2,
Don't even care.
1, 2.
Can't do it.
Yeah,
Tom Morello.
Tom Morello? Or wait, you talking about Zach De La Rocha?
Him too.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
come
right
on.
band, wrong artist. Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
That's all right. This is not a secret. Brendan has never been a fan of Rage Against the Machine because of Zach De La Rocha's voice.
I love the guitar work.
You rage for the machine?
Yeah, if you heard one of their
So
songs,
audio slave, all about it then, huh?
love them.
Yeah.
He's Soundgarden. No.
Oh,
I can't. I know I can't do Audio Slave because I think Audio Slave is a
no,
step. I think Audio Slave is a massive step down from Soundgarden, and it's a massive step down from.
I couldn't
Rage Against the
disagree
Machine.
more. I feel like it's a perfect marriage. I feel like Cochise, whatever their first album was, is the best sounding rock and roll album I've ever heard.
Oh no!
The drums were huge, the guitars were huge, the bass was
Yeah,
huge,
because
and the
they
vocals
super.
were
No, that's not.
best. Come at me. What is the best sounding rock album of all time?
Oh jeez.
Like and subscribe.
No, yeah, like and subscribe. What's
Comment below.
What's the best sounding album of all
It's
time?
like you put it on a stereo, and all of a sudden your stereo sounds better.
It's just a pumping album. But I mean, you got to go by genre. You'd have to. You can't.
Well, I said rock.
You said rock, but like. I
Okay,
can't-
well, exclude rock. What is the best sounding album that you've ever heard?
the
Best,
Woodstock-
best produced. It may not even be like best musically, but it does like you put it in. It's like holy shit, my stereo sounds great.
I know.
the live Woodstock record, the original Woodstock concert.
Interesting.
That is the single greatest live record ever produced.
So that makes your stereo sound better, in your opinion. When you
I think everything about that record is peak
I have to
amazing.
go find that now. Have to Google it.
Yeah.
that really kind of came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that.
You want to know what mine is?
Yeah, I do.
Mine is Bizarre Ride to the Far Side. So from the Far Side, LA based underground hip hop group. And I can play it like front to back. It's the one that has Passing Me By.
I wish we had the ability to pull stuff up.
Yeah, but you're copyright strike. So,
Look,
search
how long
for
can,
it.
how, long, how long can you play it? Like, so you play 6 seconds and then you have to like stop it?
It's like less.
Yeah.
It's easy to find. It's a great album. It's mellow. It's also super funny. Like this was back when.
So is that your favorite album? I mean, maybe that's not the
Not. I won't say it's my favorite, but
Okay.
it's one of the ones that I like that I can play. Like I can just let it play front to back, and I don't have to skip it.
Yeah.
And the beats and the samples are just so clean.
okay.
So it's really good. So yeah, but it had a lot of. It had skits. So I mean, it's different genres, right? So in rap, back in the day, there was always like a skit, an intro. Yeah. Wu-Tang, yeah. Protect your neck. Yeah, so they had they always had skits like a good example is like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's skits are hilarious. Where they'd just be like going to a party or somebody happens and blah blah blah. But the Far Side skits were kind of like a play on that because it was always so serious.
Yeah.
Or like not violent, but like one of their songs is called Your Mom's So Fat. And it's just disses about like each other's moms. Like your mom's so fat. Like your mom's so fat. Oh my god, I don't remember. Anyway, you can plug it in.
What a letdown.
That's good lyrics.
What a letdown. I was hoping to hear
What's the name of the song? Your Mom's So
Your Mom's
Fat.
So
Your mom's so
It
fat.
goes like-
You
it
can
goes-
just go check it out or
It goes,
something.
your mom's so,
check it out.
it goes, your mom's so fat, and then everyone goes, how fat is she? And then they jump in, and that's how they set up every person talking about each other's moms. One of them is like, I got stuck in her G-strap. It was like, anyway, that's what I was trying to like, that said not to say, but I said it anyway, so whatever. Google it. It's
Rule
good.
takedown.
Like and subscribe.
Yep. So, I mean, I did say Audio Slave was up there for me, and it is. But if we're going to go like classic album, AC/DC's Back in Black, I think just sounds awesome on any stereo I've ever heard. And it works on bad, shitty, crappy stereos, radios, and it works in your car with like a subwoofer and everything. I love the album.
You want to take a few minutes and look up the interview Brian Johnson did. I think it was with Howard Stern, where Howard was asking him how he joined AC/DC. Mm-hmm. And Brian Johnson was, I think, he was on his way to like leave town. He was going back to be a mechanic or something like that.
No shit.
And so he stops. He's like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go jam with these guys. I don't want to play with these guys. And when he went in there, they were all obviously depressed because Bon Scott had died, and they've been trying on new singers. And they said, well, we hear you got a decent voice. So he came in, and they just shredded. And then he's like, all right, boys, I'm getting out of here. And he starts to leave, and they said, no, I think we got something here. Yeah, he actually went back to whatever his hometown was before they called him.
Controversial opinion.
Yes, that's not controversial.
People love Bon Scott, and for good reason, But I feel like Brian Johnson is a better frontman,
He is.
and musically, he's got an underrated voice. Like he hit the notes, man.
And how sing? He sings like he sings like every muscle in his body's just tensed up.
Like his throat is getting shredded too.
I can't even I can't.
That's pretty good.
I love it. I love Brian Johnson. He might be my favorite frontman. I really want to be honest with you. At the end of the day, just fun and good music. Good music.
That's a good record, dude. That's a good record.
Probably the best rock and roll album of all time.
That's up there.
I can't think of a better one.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah.
Since you're breaking it up by
love
genres.
this.
You're breaking it up by genres. So outside of rock, so let's do hip hop. Like what was the first song that you're like, oh, I actually kind of like this song, even though it's not in my usual genre?
As far as hip hop goes,
Yeah. Because I'll tell you my rock ones because they're
okay.
funny.
Well, you're going to think this is ridiculous, and even saying it out loud, I'm probably going to think it's ridiculous. It's "Nightmare on My Street" by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
It's a great song, dude.
It's okay. It is a classic Halloween song. It's
Yeah.
a Halloween song.
And then I think Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff probably was my gateway into rap.
Jazzy Jeff is like he's an amazing producer. He's an amazing DJ. Even now, like
They were fun. They had skits too, and they were they were
skits.
funny.
Parents just don't understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Yep.
The one that really stands out was when Big Boy did the Rooster on Chappelle's show.
Oh wait, what do you mean?
That was like the first time I was like, "Holy, this is
Rooster?
killer." It was. I don't know if it's an Outkast song, but Big Boy like.
How does it go?
I'm not gonna do
Oh,
it.
man.
Rob,
No,
come on.
no.
Click
Google
here.
it.
Google it.
I can do a pretty good impression of it.
Let's hear it.
He winks.
Reek, reek, reek.
That's funny.
My God. It always comes back to just shitting on Dave Matthews.
Oh, my rock song was Painted Black. And that's because it was in that movie with Kevin Bacon.
Rolling Stones?
Yes.
Was that when was he invisible?
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Was he invisible? Yeah, I think he was invisible.
Hollow Man or whatever that was?
Yeah. No. It's the one where he sees ghosts and he hears that chord and he's playing it and he doesn't know why. And then it starts to kind of come together where somebody was, what the story is in the house, he's hearing spirits and going, people think he's going crazy, but
Stir of Echoes?
They're playing, yes, Stir of Echoes. And they're playing Fade to Black when they're killing a girl in the house and then they find her body.
Oh.
That's morbid.
Oh,
Sorry.
in the wall. She was in the wall or whatever.
In the chimney. Yeah. So and I was like, I
wild.
really like this song. Then, so
My favorite rock album is the Bacon Brothers. Eating bacon in the morning. I think is the record.
Okay. Well, on that note, what is one thing that you would give a 10 out of 10 rating to?
Musically?
Anything. I said anything.
Fresh cut French fries.
Do you have a particular place that makes better fresh? Because some people make them good, some people don't cook them enough. Sometimes
Mom's homemade French fries are pretty amazing. Mom's got pretty amazing.
Oh, what about your mom's potato pancakes?
Yo, yeah. I can make those for you, by the way. I know I can get them
Real
close.
But you know why? She makes them the way her great,
Yeah, she fries them in Crisco. Like I don't
Lard.
do that.
Love
that's
that.
how Bocce used to make.
yeah, Polish grandma, lard
Potato pancakes.
potato pancakes.
Yeah, the best fresh cut French fries.
I didn't even know there was potato pancakes until your mom was like, "You gotta try these."
They're killer.
Sign me up.
Everybody eats them a little bit different. Janae eats them with a little bit of ketchup, actually.
Well,
Like a hash
they're
brown?
close to a hash brown. I
Yeah.
mean, so they're similar.
I just eat a little bit of salt. That's all they need.
Well, if they're coming out crispy and stuff, he's already got like the oil, and what else you need to put on there?
Uncle Bill eats them with applesauce.
Ugh.
He
I
swears
mean,
by it.
I haven't tried it, so
And sour cream. Some mom eats them with sour
I can see
cream.
him sour cream. That was just my initial reaction, but it's probably delicious.
Those are all basic potato attachments, though, to like a baked
Applesauce to potatoes?
ish.
I could see that happening by accident. Like he discovered, like he had like a ham, and you got the applesauce on the plate, and the potato
Grandma
pan-
says that's how a lot of them used to eat them.
Did they?
Yeah. Applesauce or sour cream were primarily the way.
I'd probably sour cream would be better way out. But they're already like crispy and fatty, so it's like
Man, they sit in your stomach.
yeah,
wow.
like a bomb. Polish food does.
That's stuff. You ever go to Moose's?
Yeah.
Up on the hill?
Yep, local Ukrainian fare.
I haven't been there in years, but I remember their food was killer when they first opened.
One of my favorite places. I went to grad school in Syracuse, right? And there was a neighborhood restaurant that had been there for literally ever. And you go in, and it doesn't look like anybody had ever been in the dining room in like the past 25, 30 years, right? The booths, had like
The booth!
where there's springs for the seats, like they're all caved in. The forks, like the prongs are like bent, and it's like dingy. It's like, does anybody come in here, or is this like a front? But it was one guy.
Money laundering.
And in the kitchen was this like 90-year-old mom, and she was doing all the cooking. And it was Ukrainian food, so glumki and pierogi and potato pancakes and all that stuff. Super authentic. And I sometimes kind of miss living out there just for that.
I love pierogies, but I can't do glunkies.
But
It's
Thinking of-
it's the cabbage.
It's the cabbage.
I love
can't.
cabbage.
You love gas.
I do. I fart a lot.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
There's a place in the.
You like glunkies?
Love them. Now I do boiled cabbage. Just can you
Yeah.
make boiled cabbage?
You,
boiled
put a
Well,
You
I mean,
put a little
if
vinegar
your mom
on it?
cooks it, I'm going to eat it.
Some
Like,
we don't usually have vinegar in the house, but no, I do like it.
Yeah. I'm a white vinegar guy on the cabbage.
French fries as well, or any sort
Yeah.
of malt vinegar. Yeah,
yeah, malt vinegar on French fries. is
very
really- yes.
not a Northeast thing.
I
But
prefer the white vinegar over the malt vinegar, but I don't,
If it's
I'll-
on French fries, I want malted vinegar. That's
to each their own.
Five Guys. That's one of the that's one thing I like of Five Guys. They always have malted vinegar out for you if you want to do that. I think that's classy.
I don't think it has enough bite. That's why I don't like the malted vinegar.
do you like Five Guys?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh,
I love,
Check that out.
I love
Walk
Five Guys, the restaurant that was formed in 1986.
where's the check that out? You could have nailed me on it.
I can't sample on the fly on this thing.
Oh, you should be able to do that.
Okay.
Oh, it's not like a
You need,
mixing
you need to get a new one of
So
those.
unmotivated.
You gotta want it.
This episode is awesome.
That is.
What are we at for time here, Brent?
Not even close.
Nice.
We're only 20
Oh
minutes in.
well, if that's the case, hey, we're 28 minutes in. Let's do a little taste test, huh?
I'm down.
Let's do a little. So for those who remember the hot jerky episode, if we could pull that up on a little split screen here.
I liked it.
For some other, we all
know.
We know. For some reason, that has 32,000 views at this point on YouTube. Looks like Brendan. Did you bring this here? You brought this here?
It's always been here.
Mark gave it to me
Oh, that's nice of Mark.
at the Firebirds game last night.
So the Wares Valley Snack Company, Gourmet to Go, Tennessee's finest.
Yeah.
We got another sampler of their beef brisket jerky. Woo! We're gonna do a little taste.
Shout out to Mark. I know he would like to be here right now.
If you do notice, there is a flosser that is included.
I
with
did
each
see that
bag.
flosser included. Here you go, John.
I would like a tiny piece.
And remember, it's brisket, not jerky, says Mark.
Oh, that smells so freaking.
It's very good.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna hate it.
No, that's
I can't believe you just ate that, Kristian.
that's phenomenal.
Would you tell
That
me
is
last
so
time?
good.
The
It's-
sm-
it
the
says,
smaller,
"Oh,
the
that's
smaller
hot,"
pieces
but
are
like-
hotter.
It's not hot.
Yeah, it is. Don't lie.
I gotta give a shout out to the Wares Valley Snack Company, Gourmet to Go, Tennessee's finest.
It's good though.
This is legit me.
I gotta say, this is the best beef jerky I've ever had.
It's brisket.
That's
This is
brisket.
the best brisket jerky I've
Keep
ever
saying
had.
it. It'll sink.
That's brisket, baby. I'm gonna. You know what, Marco? Thank you for sending this.
That was good.
I'm gonna go home this evening and I'm gonna buy some of this myself because that's really good.
So I believe to buy it online, I don't think they have an online website. I think you got to get a hold of them, and then they can do like a.
I'll give them a call.
You gotta
over
call
the
it in?
phone. Yeah. They had a lot of good
We
flavors.
should be on a first name basis with these people.
Well, shit.
And
yeah.
Mark probably is, guys. Probably is.
We can post on their Facebook. She thought we were kind of funny. We swore too much for her taste, though.
Well,
I'm sorry. That was my fault.
That
You
was
get
hot.
what you get.
I can't help it. That was legitimately this hot. That was hot.
So hot.
Sorry for cursing. Like and subscribe.
Sorry for yelling.
Comment below if it was appropriate language.
It definitely wasn't. I love how Mark Stutter M goes, you cuss way too much. It was like, oh.
She said that to you?
Yeah. She's like, oh, Mark's like, oh yeah, they saw the video. And I looked at him like, why? Because I know I was dropping bombs.
It's still burning.
Still burning.
This is your
I'm
life
really-
now.
This is it. This is who we are now. Like and subscribe.
What was it? What are you most scared of? I'm like, I'm scared about this poop after I'm doing.
Yeah, the King of the Hill theme song.
That was great.
At the
That
end
was
with
great.
the clouds just going across us. That was brilliant.
That was so good, dude. My
That was our ice cream that John bought us. Somebody bought ice
no,
cream.
Ryan
I
did.
did.
Ryan did.
The ice cream man went by right before we were filming. I spent like $40 on that ice cream.
So good.
Talk about serendipity, though. That ice cream sandwich after that beef
That's
jerky
the best
was like,
ice cream sandwich I've ever had.
yeah.
So good.
I had, I think it was a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich, which I think was the best way to have an ice cream sandwich.
I had an It's a Gadoozy.
And what exactly was that?
I don't know. It was like an ice pop that was like this big.
Oh,
That's why I was like, that's a big one. I'll have
it's a
that.
mile long.
So many things you're gonna say.
It just keeps going.
so big.
What flavor is it? I don't even care.
Okay, I think we need to ask some serious questions here because that's what people have come to know this podcast for is
Like and
really
subscribe.
deep, meaningful, spiritual questions. So, Ryan, how well do you think the human mind could understand itself?
Abstractly. I mean, here's well, think about this. We're made of molecules.
We are.
You are. We are.
Well, I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah, I'm saying. But how well do you understand that? We're molecules. So your molecules, this table's molecules. But these molecules know that this is table and you're John. My molecules are me. What the fuck? How is that?
How does that work?
I bet you they're
You
miserable.
got Kristian molecules. Why? And this is wire molecule. Why?
I'm made of molecules, you're made of molecules, the air between us, it's all made of molecules. That makes fucking sense. These molecules know they're molecules. These molecules are like, oh, I'm Pete. That doesn't make any sense.
Why? What about that makes sense? Make that make sense.
You know, it's mostly empty space too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Why is my hand not going through this desk?
So you're asking me if we understand the human mind? In what way, John? It's made of molecules. Don't understand that. We're 80% water. Why aren't we filling cups? 70% water. Really? I thought it was 80.
I think it's like 74, but
Who's got Google?
Is
Let's Google
70
that.
is 70 oh maybe 70% of the earth is water, maybe. I might have
I
gotten that
think
confused.
that's 70.
Yeah.
That sounds more correct.
Yep.
So
Anyway,
So,
it's up
you're
there.
saying it's impossible, is what you're saying.
I think it's like trying to say somebody trying to understand how big a billion is or how big 100 trillion is or something like that. After a while, it becomes a monopoly. It's just like it doesn't make sense. Monopoly money, that is.
I know those mother should be taxed.
Yes.
Christian, how
Like and
well do you think
subscribe.
the human mind can understand itself? And piggybacking on what Brian was saying.
Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
6 degrees of. Dude, honestly, I think not a lot, just because I don't know. I'm basing it on people and like interactions. Like some people are smarter than others, and even then, people that are super
I
smart.
appreciate that.
No problem. I feel like, yeah. I mean, you have different ranges of. It's funny because I recently saw something with who's your favorite guy?
You.
No, I'm not the guy that
That was really
the
nice.
guy was Tyson. What's his Neil?
Neil deGrasse
Mike.
No,
Mike
Mike
Tyson.
No,
Everybody's-
Mike- No, yeah, Neil.
Neil deGrasse.
I don't want
like
to
him,
say his
he's
name
not-
because I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, he was talking about how he got this huge like 36-page report from Terrence Howard, because you know how Terrence Howard is super smart now, air quotes, and talking about how 1 × 1 is 2. And he went in and was just like, dude, he went in like it was a peer review, and he was talking about how you have to be very careful because just because you know a little bit about something, you start getting confident and then you think you know everything about that, and that's not the case. So I feel like there's a lot of that going around. So yeah, I think we're going to be surprised about what we learn for many, many years to come.
I also want to yes, I agree. And I want to acknowledge that a lot of my molecule thing, I think I watched a Pete Holmes stand-up skit.
That is total Pete Holmes right there.
I think that's where that came from.
Shout out to Pete Holmes. Underrated.
Holmes is great.
Underrated comedian.
Dude, that's
I don't want to say that I stole it because I feel like I did steal it. But
Pete Holmes is going to come at you.
Yeah, but you know the people YouTube it. You guys will get a kick out of his stand-up, and that was a segment. But it's
that
prescient.
was right. That was Pete Holmes.
It was 100% Pete Holmes.
If you Google that, you see the video with
That stand-up
Tyson
special.
and Pete Holmes and him talk together about that part of his skit.
It all ties together.
Is that why you brought up Neil deGrasse right there?
It's well
All right,
because
that
then
makes
because
sense.
then the second part of that video that I watched like literally yesterday was about how Terrence Howard was going off like a crazy person, and 1 × 1 is 2. And I was like, what? But yeah, those are coupled together. That was good. It doesn't make sense.
It makes 0 sense.
True. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Hi.
High five.
Is that 50?
55 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Wait, didn't we just have 28 minutes? Now we're up to 55? We're having a good
I
time here
lied
at the
the first
Humanity's
time.
Last Podcast in the garage.
I lied. False sense of security.
So, I don't know if you guys experience this, but how much do you think your personality changes depending on the people you're around?
Oh.
I get Theo and Ryan is just this all the time.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh no, everybody, of course, dude.
Yeah.
Around mom and dad
I don't
versus your friends versus family. Yeah. On the golf course.
just getting drunk and just
I'm gonna walk. Don't worry about me. I don't need a cart.
exploding ketchup packets and
That was one time.
running over me with a golf cart.
I
did
knew
not
that was
run
gonna
over
come. I was
you.
like, how much you want to bet he's gonna bring that up?
I almost died. Tell me that wasn't a fun day.
My molecules
Dude,
are not big enough to withstand a golf cart.
That was at one of the fanciest golf clubs within 50 minutes of where we live.
It definitely is.
And all I remember is seeing John, like, nobody, it was just like a movie scene of just like, we're looking at John, and then just out of frame comes Ryan, and John splats on it. And that's his reaction at hole 2. That's how bad Ryan was.
Hole 2?
Yeah.
It was a good day.
Clipped my lower legs, and I had
Clipped me. Oh,
I had Achilles tendonitis. And I hadn't swung a golf club in like a month because I was trying to ice it and nurse it so I could play. I was so looking forward to playing here with these guys. And this fucker hits me with a golf cart in the second hole.
It's a little boo-boos. I got to do my shoulder press.
You know, it's funny.
I've been doing my stretches.
What if it was reversed and I did that to him?
I would have sensed it.
Yeah, you would have.
You would have just flipped over the cart?
No, I would have known it was coming. I would have dodged that ketchup packet like the Matrix. Just the fact that you didn't sense it.
Couldn't you hear it? It's like
Didn't
it sounds
hear
like
me
a lawnmower.
Gonna get you.
You got me.
To be fair, I was going about 2 miles an hour.
EVs are silent, all right? And he wasn't giggling. I didn't know it was coming.
I was definitely giggling. My favorite part about that was Brandon being like, "What are you doing?" and Dan just being like,
Thanks, Dan. Yeah. I think Dan's only reacting that way because I shit on Dave Matthews all the time.
Probably. Full circle.
I guess maybe I had it coming. I don't know. I don't like to think that I did, but who the fuck knows?
Speaking of which, man, can't wait for the next round of golf.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that.
Mill Road's open.
That's because it's cold.
So's Old Post.
Some people might be watching this in the summer and they'll be like, well, just go fucking play.
Lazy.
Yeah, it's true. It's not even April yet when we're recording this.
We're wearing jackets.
I got a flannel on.
You sure do.
This is great.
I'm wearing a shirt.
We're really hitting our stride here.
No one's wearing
Look at
tank
this.
tops.
It's red.
So Ryan,
Sun's out, guns out.
what do you want people to remember about you when you're dead and gone?
I don't know. Part of me wants to be humorous about this, and part of me wants to be serious about this. I don't know.
Let's see you be serious for a minute.
I don't know. That's hard. I guess I want people to miss me.
Let's be serious. I wonder if that was his ploy the whole time. That was well done.
That was so good. That was
was
I'm
so
over here like
good.
serious.
That was a sincere reaction, not planned.
That's so good. Damn it. Oh
He's like, I want to be missed.
shit.
Oh God.
God, I wish I thought of that.
Oh.
That is the equivalent of getting hit by a golf cart. Right there.
You didn't sense it.
Didn't sense it. Didn't see it coming. And I even prefaced it being like, do I want to be funny or do I want to be serious?
No, be serious.
You should definitely be serious. You should be serious about this. I'm asking you a serious question. Like that's oh, I got you good. Burn. You suck.
This is the second time in a row we haven't gotten to Kristian's part of the question.
It's here for eye candy, guys.
Fuck.
Wait, now I'm scared to say what I'm going to say.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful how you answer it.
Did your voice just crack?
Yeah. Christ.
I don't know what my kids are going to say.
I know what they'll say.
What do you think they're going to say?
He was an awesome dad. We love being around him.
Gone too soon. Should have kept his cholesterol in check. I hope that. So it's what, like, I don't know. Before, when I was younger, I really, really wanted to have. I wanted to do something where I'd have a holiday named after me.
Oh, wow.
So that everyone would get the day off, and then that's legitimately what
That's
I
like
wanted.
Martin Luther King Jr.
I
level.
know it's ambitious, and I know. But that's really what I wanted when I was younger. I was like, what can I do?
Well, you still got time.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? High cholesterol. I don't know.
Well, get on a statin. Everybody here's on one.
What is a statin?
Oh, I guess I'm the only one.
No, I am.
Okay, right on, buddy.
Yeah, we're there.
It's
We're
a
there.
cholesterol
Am I the
reducing
only
drug.
one?
Good for you.
Been to
I
a doctor in 28 years.
you can't even
We
get
know
blood-
you keep talking about your tooth.
Yes.
Jed, come fix it.
Fix it.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, Jed.
Just Jed.
Everybody named Jed.
I want my kids to say, I want my kids to know that I tried my best. I think that's what I think at the end of, because I feel like my biggest thing that I'm scared of is like you said, like letting them down, and it's gonna happen. But I hope that they can look past those things and be like, that fool really tried his best. Like when they look back on like birthday parties, and the thing that I like the most is like our photo albums. I take a bunch of pictures of them.
You
and
are a
then-
really good
Thank you,
photographer.
sir. Thank you. But what I noticed recently is like I'm not in any of those pictures.
Yeah.
So they're like, did they have a dad? Like,
You know what? You're not, but you are, because those are your eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That's
so
true. So yeah, and I'm very lucky. They're super fun, and they're down to do like whatever I want to do, whatever project I want to do. Like especially like for birthdays, we have a thing like, all right, for your birthday, you get to pick what the pictures look like. So what do you want to do?
Ooh.
And so, yeah. So I know that eventually they're gonna get older, and it's gonna be like, this is lame, Dad. But at least like
Well, every kid goes through a goth phase.
I know. I don't. Oh, dude, I didn't. A goth phase, dude. That's scary. I don't know. I mean, my kids are gonna. Who knows what they're gonna like? We'll see. But yeah, I hope that they know that I was always trying my best and that I love them very much.
Driving down the.
I wish we could have like slow piano music behind that.
I was driving down 87 on the way back from the party today, and I drove up on some guy who's had a bumper sticker that said "Free rides for goth girls," and I pulled up, and that guy looked so sad.
Aww. He didn't have a goth girl with him.
There's no goth girls in there. His car was full of shit too, but he does not have a goth girl in there with him.
Ryan saying that he was driving down 87 just brought back a really funny memory. We would go to, we're south of Saratoga, and when our family dinners, we go to a Mexican restaurant, El Mexicana, and we had some sangria, and we were coming back down the northway, and I was driving.
I would drink a pitcher of sangria at that place.
I was driving in my car
wanna go.
with Tara, and then he was coming down the other side with Janae, and Janae was driving.
And it was pouring.
And I was ahead of him. I left before, and I wasn't paying really. All of a sudden, this car like pulled right up next to us, and Ryan's hanging out of the car. Yeah,
Flipping birds. And it was pouring, so I'm just getting pelted by sleet and rain.
it was so funny. 75 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Did you have long hair then or no?
longish, but I had drank a pitcher of sangria.
It was funny.
It was so good. Yes, El Mexicana. Right over by where I don't even know what the hell's there. There used to be a Boston Garden next to it, or Boston
I want to
Market, whatever.
do like your food reviews and stuff because I'm trying to find like a good Mexican food restaurant, and it's very hard here. So
El Mariachi's in Albany is the best that I've had.
El Mariachi's in Albany. I was going to say that. Absolutely slaps.
El Mariachi's
El
in Albany.
Mariachi's in
They
Albany.
have
Should be a
they have a shrimp
sponsor.
chimichanga. Comes out with the
Chimi's
white
so
cheese.
good.
It's the best I've ever had.
Jimmy's are so good.
Not even close.
all right, putting it
Shout
on my
out.
list.
And if you like refried beans, it's homemade. They use homemade black beans to make their refried beans. It's killer.
There's like a grandma on the back. Word.
It's
Yeah.
worth it.
It's easy to find like.
It's a good date night too. Actually, that's a nice date night.
All right,
Not too pricey.
just right. Yeah, no, it's funny because Nicole said now like we have to find a we've been looking. We went to one place, and it was just not good. And I was like, this is horrible.
Burger King.
No, it wasn't Burger King.
Taco Bell.
No, chalupas. No, it was.
Pizza
I'm
Hut.
not telling you what it's because I don't want to crap on it because I'm sure someone that's watching
Did it
probably
make
likes it. No, I didn't. It was just not good. It was. I think it was overhyped. Like this is the best Mexican food, like hands down. And I was like,
You know what's
yeah,
not
you
bad?
know,
There's a
dude.
place that just opened called Margarita City. I think it's called.
No, not-
Which
Wouldn't wanna
sounds
visit there.
It sounds like the most horrendous. Like, what is this place going to be?
Spatula
It's
City.
Shockingly not Spatula City.
Yes!
Come on, kids, we're going to Spatula City, which is UHF, which should be a movie night.
What's you?
We get-
Conan the Librarian.
These
Don't
guys
you
have no
know
reference,
the Dewey Decimal
so-
System.
Probably should watch that
Oh,
movie.
it is so. It's Weird Al's movie from the '80s. It is
okay.
hilarious. That's top
Can I
3.
cop?
That's one of my top 5 comedies for me. Maybe top 3. Probably definitely top 5.
I'm not asking you what your other one are. I don't give a shit. But
The gift shit. Not gonna
Oh,
ask
can
you.
I-
But I'll ask you where you cry.
I want you to be vulnerable, and then I'm going to shit on you. What do you
Tell
want
me
your kids to
something
say?
serious about something heartfelt. Everybody laugh.
But seriously,
no, be serious for a minute.
Serious.
open yourself up.
Being a little vulnerable.
Just
right now.
punch. Have you been to Sabores Aztecas? That's by my house, and it's really good. I had to say it right. I
What?
couldn't call
Where?
it Sabores Aztecas.
It's Sabores Aztecas up in Clifton Park. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's no El Mariachis though.
Well, if you're saying that place is better, then I definitely want to go check.
We
that
should
place
all
out.
go.
Mariachis
might
or
go with you.
Sabores
Yeah, you are.
Azteca?
The four of us.
I want to go both.
The four of us. We can go there.
Sangria.
We can be there, guys, together.
Bolio's after and get ice cream.
Say where?
Emac and Bolio's.
What's that?
Great ice cream place.
Oof, I'm learning today. I can get.
If I want ice cream, I go to Stewie's.
No,
Sometimes I want soft ice cream though.
Oh yeah.
because it goes in soft and comes out soft. You should check out Hainers.
Good point.
That's good. That's good.
Have
That's
you been to Hainers?
Hainers is pretty good.
They have soft serve there, so you're all set.
Do they have a creamsicle?
They have everything.
Cream
They have
Everybody, come
soft
on.
serve floats.
Orange
Does it
sherbet
come on a
vanilla
little
twist.
stick?
Doesn't get any better than that.
That is really good.
Snowman.
Exactly.
I actually just get the orange. Like I don't need the vanilla twist with it.
Oh, but I like the vanilla.
Some people do. I'm not knocking
What?
it.
So it's what do you guys call like the popsicle with orange and then vanilla?
Creamsicle.
Creamsicle. Oh, okay.
That's what they were marketed as here. I don't know what else they would be called.
And when I went to college, I was like, oh yeah, a creamsicle. And this one of my friends from the Bay Area is like, those are called two tones.
What?
And I was like, what? And then I asked everybody else,
She wakes up.
Yeah.
and then he goes, and everybody I asked him like, what is this really called? Because I thought he was bullshitting me. He was like, no, and he was like, yeah, two tones. And I'm like,
Two-tone?
oh, yeah, because it's orange and creamsicle, so it's two different tones.
What do they call a bomb pop? 3-tone?
It's got to be a regional thing, just like a nickname. There's no way you
Just
go to the
pop.
store and buy two tones.
No, there's not two tones on the box.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
exactly.
But there's,
Well, they were so popular that they had a nickname for it. Here, they're just creamsicles, and they weren't for everybody because some people wanted the one with the strawberry one with like the crumble on the outside, or somebody wanted a bomb pop,
Dude.
humor.
or they want
Yeah.
the Sunday cup with like the wooden spoon and like the stuff.
can you every time you can taste that every time you think about the wooden spoon.
We went
Hell
up to
yeah.
when I was early 20s, late 20s. Early 20s. We went to my buddy Woj's, my buddy Matt's camp. He had a really nice camp up late, and we were all up there like having a campfire, partying one night, whatever. And my friend Ron comes out of the house and he's eating a popsicle, and my friend Matt's like, "What the fuck? What are you eating?" He goes, "I just got a popsicle." He goes, "Out of the freezer?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Let me see that." And he goes, "What does that look like to you?" And he goes, "I don't know. Why? Is it goofy?" He goes, "It's a dog. You're eating the dog's frozen treats, Ron."
Tastes like gravy.
He's like, "I thought it was a little weird."
What?
Yeah.
Dogs have a frozen treat? What kind?
Yeah, it was like paw prints or something like that was what they're
A puppet-
called.
a
Paw
puppuccino?
cups. No, it's paw cups. We
Paw
have
cups.
them for Esca as well. Yeah, but it looks deceptively like
Yeah.
ice cream cups.
He's in it. In it.
Did he keep eating it?
No, after that, no.
He's like,
but
liver,
here's the thing, is like here's the
chicken,
messed up part.
beef,
Matt
gravy.
watched
This is
him
amazing.
eating it for like 2 or 3
You gotta get a couple bites
2 or 3 in
Yeah.
before he said anything.
Smart. You let him dig his own grave.
It was funny.
That must have been nasty coming out. Oof.
Woof.
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 Like and subscribe.
Like, there you go.
What are we at?
Hour 10.
We should probably call it.
She wakes up.
Oh, well,
Man, we were all over the board on that one.
that was great. We went for a journey together, and here we are. Came out the other end. So thanks for joining us on Humanity's Last Podcast in the Garage. I'm John,
Oh, I'm Ryan.
Kristian.
and we're here with Brendan, too. So
Today we'll play out with one of my favorites. This is Karmazari.